done here. There we go. All right. Oh, God's sake, there's another side. Hi, and welcome to Outside Office Hours. Today we are going to talk through some of our favorite car camping gadgets that are going to make your stay in the outdoors a bit easier. And as we go through, we will link these products in the description below. So if you're interested, you follow the link and get them. So first on the list, we have this collapsible cutting board. And this thing's pretty cool. So obviously you can use it as a cutting board to cut up your food, but it also turns into a wash bin if you expand it. So you can use it. I was actually using it last weekend to put water in, and we soaked corn cobs to grill them on the fire. So you can do that. I then used it to fill it up with water to put the campfire out. So lots of different uses. It's got this valve thing that I just broke at the bottom, and it'll, of course, drain the water. So that's pretty cool. Highly recommend this. You want to find stuff that has multiple uses for sure when you're camping and have limited space. Next, we have our first aid kit. These are pretty cool. These are from a company called Adventure Medical Kits, and they sell a variety of different pre-made first aid kits. So this one is the Mountain Series Hiker. And if you go on the website and look, they'll tell you it's for 2 people for 2 days. They have bigger kits for more people for longer days, and then even smaller ones, I think. We have one, I bought one for backcountry skiing that is, I think, a little smaller than this. And then you can even get like really big ones if you're going on like group trips. But they're not too expensive, and it's just nice that they come pre-stocked with all the stuff you need. And one of the things I like the best is they have these very obvious labels, right? Like the stuff you need for medication, cuts and scrapes, stop bleeding fast, burns, etc. So it kind of makes it, makes it easier to have what you need in a pinch. You should try to do like a first aid kit or a first aid course. Conde and I actually are going to do a wilderness first aid course later this year. But, having the basics is a great first step. All right, next we have our mountain pie iron. So this thing is pretty cool. I grew up in Pennsylvania. We called these things mountain pies. In other parts of the country, they might not use that term, but if you look for like campfire iron or something, you'll find this. So it's a cast iron device here that you use. You put some non-stick stuff here on the surface, and then you can put pieces of bread and then melt whatever is inside the pieces of bread, right? So you might do like a pizza type combination, or grilled cheese, or apples, or whatever. The other thing that's cool about this is that people can bring different toppings, and everybody can kind of make whatever they want. These things are really cool. We always take them when we go camping. One thing to keep in mind though is I have this plastic bag here, and the reason is because the iron itself gets pretty dirty. So you're gonna get black stuff all over if you don't cover it with something. So there might be I'm sure there's a fancier way to do this, but a Ziploc bag is what we have been using for years. So that at least keeps, your other stuff from getting black charcoal mess all over it. All right, so this thing is really cool. I bought it last year to go backpacking. It's a portable solar panel. So it's a SunJack 15-watt solar panel. So you set it up, and ideally you put it in the sun, of course, and you can connect a charger to the back end or the back side here. And then what I typically do is connect this thing to a rechargeable battery instead of my phone or something. It will charge your phone, but if you connect it to a rechargeable battery, then of course you have the stored electricity that you can use later. So it's pretty cool. You just leave it out. Of course, if it's sunny, it's gonna charge faster than if it's not. You can get smaller ones and bigger ones. This is kind of middle of the road, but it's a fun little gadget, especially if you need to charge stuff and don't have easy access to an outlet. All right, another item here. This is a Rumpl towel and hand towel. And these are pretty cool because they fold up really small. They were nicely folded and I just messed it up here. But they fold up really small and they dry really quick. So if you need a towel, and then also, especially when you're car camping, you want a towel accessible if you're washing your hands or whatever. So you can get something like this. It packs easily into this little mesh bag. The bag is mesh, of course, so it can dry a bit, and you will have something that's a little easier to carry around with you than like a big bathroom towel. All right, I've had this thing for a long time. This is a portable foldable shovel. So there's lots of reasons that you might need a shovel when you're camping, and this is a good one. So you can unfold it, and of course you can dig, you can put out your fire, you can do whatever you need to do, and it's nice to have in the car. I actually keep this in the car all the time, and then that way I have a shovel. It's not a good snow shovel, but if I needed it in a pinch, it's there. All right. This is one of my favorite items. I remember Conda giving me a hard time when I wanted to buy this thing, but we use it all the time. So it is a collapsible garbage can, essentially. So it packs down small, of course, and then it expands to, seriously? She always packs everything up so nice, I can never get it like done here. There we go. All right. Oh, God's sake, there's another side. Okay. So it expands and you can put a garbage can in, or a garbage bag in here, put all your stuff, generate, lots of garbage when you're camping, unfortunately. And this is a good way to keep it away from everything else. One thing to remember though, put it in your car at night. We were actually camping last week and forgot it outside, and raccoons broke into it. So they didn't destroy it, which is nice, but still, you don't really want raccoons in your stuff.